Hi everyone, a warm welcome to all. Continuing with the previous video, let's talk about today the Nakshatra transit of Jupiter in Gemini and the impact on all the 12 ascendant signs. Jupiter will cross Mrigashira, Adra and Punarvasu during this transit. And when Jupiter moves through Mrigashira Nakshatra, it triggers the restless desire to explore new ideas, knowledge and spiritual path. This is the time when we feel driven to search and seek meaning in life through learning, travel, and introspection. But there can also be a tendency to get easily distracted or to question the existing beliefs too frequently. Then the toughest transit will be in Adra Nakshatra, Rahu's Nakshatra. Adra brings intense feeling here. Emotional turmoil or some hidden truth can come out during this transit. We may feel confused about our choices, or this time can shake our beliefs in the truth of life. A powerful time to release karmic baggage and patterns, old patterns. Spiritual breakthroughs are likely for those who surrender and trust the divine. And lastly, the most happening and fruitful transit will be in Punarvasu Nakshatra. Jupiter will be at its best and most comfortable position for Gemini transit. Punarvasu is all about rebuilding after a storm, much like sunlight after the rain. Whatever if you have lost in Adra transit, it can be regained in Punarvasu Nakshatra. It offers wisdom, maturity, and the ability to guide others with compassion and long term vision. Actually, hope and optimism returns with Punarvasu Nakshatra. We may feel more secure, open minded, and inspired to contribute to do something meaningful in life. As we can see in this chart, Jupiter will spend more than its time in Punarvasu Nakshatra. It gets retrograde here also, and that too in Pada 1, Aries Navamsha. All over, the transit of Jupiter in Gemini seems to give the more benefic results here. See, Jupiter is Jivakarak, significator of our breath, our life. The Jiv, the self, represented by Jupiter here, is in the mode of having fun, entertaining self, and a little carefree for a change, taking things lightly. Use your free will in the best interest of everyone here, not just your own. And the grace of Jupiter will be on you with thousand hands. Not just when Jupiter is in Gemini, but also when it is transiting in Cancer and Leo. And the fruits will be seen in the years to come, while Jupiter will cross Virgo, Libra, and Scorpio. As here, Jupiter will activate its 6th house position of pending karma, 7th and 8th house of sudden changes. Jupiter visits Gemini every 12 years. But this time it's different, as Saturn is in Pisces after 30 years. Saturn and Jupiter together makes this possible and makes a comfortable transit for each other. Certainly there will be challenges. That's nature's law. But it will be possible for us to manage them with light-hearted approach. This time for more than 5 months, Jupiter is Vargottam and exalted in its Rashi, Cancer, and Navamsha chart both. Jupiter throughout this transit will control Rahu's tendency to distract or to go overboard in giving results. While Jupiter's transits are generally growth oriented, We need to be careful and humble in our approach to get the best results. Do not take things for granted. Jupiter's dual nature may distract Gemini's dual nature may distract Jupiter's focus. So it's important for us to channel this expansion wisely. Best course of action while Jupiter is in Gemini will be to promote education for everyone, especially in logic, communication, and our critical thinking. Encourage ethical digital practices, transparency in everything, and responsible use of technological advancement. Question wisely, not just debate or rebel blindly, get into conflicts, but support wisdom, tradition, spiritual learning, and encourage group discussion. Best time is to involve in chanting of your favorite affirmation or mantra. Chanting will work like wonders for you and can bring harmony in your thoughts and for our ethical behavior. Let us see how this Jupiter will be for individual signs and ascendants. Do check Gemini, Libra, Sagittarius, and Aquarius where it aspects from Gemini. These are the signs where we can see some impact and expect growth in their significations. Start with Aries. For Aries, this is a time of intellectual expansion, communication, travel, and higher learning can come into your focus. You may feel inspired to write, teach, or share your ideas more openly. Expect more communication, increased courage, your efforts, and good connection with your siblings. There is enhanced ideas, short travels, and skill building activities. But you can take your efforts or relationship with everyone little lightly, causing missed opportunities or misunderstandings. Jupiter supports balanced partnerships and a need to manage relationship maturely here with its fifth aspect on Libra sign. With seventh aspect on Sagittarius, Jupiter and Saturn together fully activates your luck, higher learning and spiritual path. Expect major growth here. And the ninth aspect on Aquarius, your 11th house, enhances your social network and your desired fulfillment, gains, rewards. Finances and long distance goals are well supported with this transit, especially if you keep up with your efforts steadily and in a practical manner. It is best to avoid any arrogance as Saturn's 12th placement increases the need for emotional control and spiritual discipline. Taurus, your focus may shift to family, the way you talk, your finances, self-worth, and your personal security. This period can bring gains but also encourage you to spend without any deeper purpose. You may feel confident financially, but avoid overestimating your stability or speak without filters here. So be mindful here while talking. Jupiter's fifth aspect on Libra, your sixth house, helps you to resolve any debts, loans, or any health concerns. The seventh aspect on Sagittarius, your eighth house, with Saturn's aspect, fully activates hidden matters. Expect transformative experiences, some sudden gains or even losses, or some deeper emotional healing. The ninth aspect on Aquarius, your 10th house, and energizes your career and your public spending, your public standing. your image in society. Expect support from others, whether in partnership or some joint family finances that will grow, especially if handled with responsibility. It is not the time to take unnecessary loans or get into any conflict with your staff or your co workers, but help them and do some charity work. Also, Saturn in Pisces encourages for long term planning. This can result in some stable income if managed well. Gemini, this is your year to shine with wisdom, leadership, and clarity in your life. New and benefic opportunities can grow your identity. You may take initiative or be seen as a guide in the society. Your personality, health can bring you optimism, intellectual growth, and charisma. But be cautious. Your overconfidence or expecting things to work without any major efforts may reduce the actual impact and affect your health or image otherwise. Saturn in Pisces demands you to focus on public image and your long term goals, not temporary. Don't live in the present. The fifth aspect on Libra, the fifth house, enhances your romance, creativity, and any children related activities. The seventh aspect on Sagittarius, your seventh house, with Saturn also aspecting it, fully activates your partnerships, marriage matters. This is a very favorable time for commitments or re-evaluating your relationships. The ninth aspect on Aquarius, your ninth house, brings luck, spirituality, and long distance opportunities. Collaborations and considering everyone will be the key for you to get best results out of this transit. It is best to stay humble in your knowledge and also guide others wherever there is a need. Cancer, Jupiter's movement in your zone of inner life, your 12th house, your hidden talents may inspire spiritual growth, healing, and solitude, isolation. It is a powerful time to reflect, retreat, or build inner strength, but it is also highlighting your expenses, foreign travels. Avoid unnecessary donations, loans, and getting into losses then. This transit can also make you passive or overlook your daily routines and your health. The fifth aspect on Libra, your fourth house, brings harmony at home and potential property gains. The seventh aspect on Sagittarius, your sixth house, with Saturn's simultaneous aspect on it, fully activates your ability to conquer your enemies, overcome any health issues, and become disciplined in your daily routine. The ninth aspect on Aquarius, eighth house, this brings some inner transformative and deeper psychological insights. Your creative ideas and work life balance will improve if you integrate spiritual wisdom into everyday living. Also, Saturn in Pisces can bring wisdom but also highlights foreign and spiritual responsibility along with it. This is the best time to travel to distant places, religious places, be with nature, and find your answers when you are alone in nature. Leo, your networks, desires, and social life gets a positive push with this transit. You may connect with influential people or find more purpose in group efforts, teamworks. This is a fortunate time for realizing your goals, your desires. Also, Saturn in Pisces teaches boundaries, restrictions, and change in partnership or your shared responsibilities. This is the best time to make necessary changes in these matters and do not take friends or your gains or your rewards for granted. or show overconfidence or pride in your circle, in your friend circle. The fifth aspect on Libra, the third house, improves your communication, encourages you to start creative ventures. The seventh aspect on Sagittarius, the fifth house, activated by Saturn here, brings some solid and stable outcome in your love, relationships, education, and children related matters. The ninth aspect on Aquarius, your seventh house, this enhances your relationships and helps attract balanced partner, good people. This is a very good time to share your success through charity. Adopt a matured mindset and avoid any ego in your friendships. Best time to practice gratitude for your success, your gains, and give without any pride here. Virgo, your career, reputation, and visibility in the world may see a lift with this transit. Expect leadership role with increased responsibility, public recognition, or professional growth. Relationship and travel will support this expansion if you remain open and balanced in your position. Be careful and don't become too rigid or arrogant about your successes or neglect any consistent effort here. Keep trying and putting in your efforts. It's very important to stay in touch with emotional needs at personal level with your family. Saturn in Pisces may bring some extra pressure in your partnerships, be it legal or your personal. And the fifth aspect on Libra, on your second house, this increases your family connections and financial growth. The seventh aspect on Sagittarius, on fourth house, with Saturn also aspecting fully activates your hope life, your inner peace, your eating habits, and vehicle and property related matters. The ninth aspect on Aquarius, your sixth house, gives you the strength to overcome any challenges and improve your health also. This is the best time to support your mother or any elderly person and stay positive in your approach. Stay grounded in your all action rather than over promising to the situation, and you'll be good. Libra, this is a fortunate time of growth through learning, teaching, travel, and higher wisdom or spiritual exploration. You may find inspiration in philosophies, writing, or long journeys. You'll enjoy guidance from mentors or get success in legal or spiritual matters. But don't overlook details or become inconsistent in your practical life. Don't take any advice or spiritual learning for granted, as Saturn in Pisces can slow you down at times, and you need to maintain discipline for your health and within your work. Jupiter aspects your own sign Libra with its fifth aspect, improving your self expression, your appearance, personality, and it can better your decision making power. The seventh aspect on Sagittarius, your third house, along with Saturn, fully activates your confidence, your courage, and your relationship with your siblings. The ninth aspect on Aquarius, the fifth house, this enhances your education, creativity, and in your love matters. Your efforts in your work and your discipline will support these higher goals if you stay grounded in your routine. And it is best to avoid any rigidity in your beliefs. Be open minded and you'll be good. Scorpio, this period aims to give major transformation, some sudden changes, encourages letting go, and triggers deep emotional and hidden truths. Jupiter may also bring financial or emotional support through others, but you must avoid any dependency too much on others or avoid your own self growth while helping others. You may grow spiritually, but avoid becoming secretive or stubborn in your behavior. The fifth aspect on Libra, your 12th house, helps in spiritual practices and connecting you with some foreign institutes. The seventh aspect on Sagittarius, that is second house, fully activated by Saturn, brings stability in your finances, within your family life, if you remain disciplined in your approach. The ninth aspect on Aquarius, the fourth house, this increases your peace of mind, peace within home life, and your long term investments. Your creativity, self expression, and productivity can improve if you blend your passion with patience but avoid any secretive financial risk taking tendency. Saturn in Pisces will add pressure in your creative or in your emotional areas. This is a very good time to make necessary changes in your life and be sure of divine support in all that you are doing. Sagittarius, this can be a key transit in your relationships. New ones may come or existing ones may grow stronger. Jupiter helps you to build bridges but also may lead you to overlook your own needs or ignore your personal identity. It is best to keep up your balance here. Do avoid stressing on relationships and also overcommitting without any clarity on personal level. The fifth aspect on Libra, your 11th house, helps you to connect with intellectual friends and realize your goals. The seventh aspect on your own sign will be very powerful, especially as Saturn joins in. This double activation deepens self awareness, relationship balance, and long term commitments. Expect a stable relationship from here. The ninth aspect on Aquarius, third house, enhances writing, courage, and short term travels. It's in your best interest to respect others, especially your spouse's viewpoint. Consciously cultivate patience within all your relationships. There will be security within home, family, and your emotional grounding will improve if you handle this growth with care and patience. Also, Saturn will help to strengthen your family responsibilities. Capricorn, your daily life, health, and work habits are in the focus now. You may feel more optimistic and active, but don't neglect discipline here. Jupiter in Gemini can make you feel like you'll always bounce back, which may not be the case always. Jupiter supports overcoming obstacles, competitive exams, or any health improvements here. But don't underestimate your enemies or health needs due to your false confidence. The fifth aspect on Libra, that is your 10th house, uplifts your career and your public image. The seventh aspect on Sagittarius, your 12th house, with Saturn's support, brings clarity in your spiritual pursuits, your foreign dealings, or any hospital based work. The ninth aspect on Aquarius, your second house, supports financial rebuilding and wise speech with good family bond. Saturn in Pisces will continue its pressure on your speech, correcting it, and your financial decision making. Financial or career growth is possible if you combine clarity with consistency in your effort. You may also need to keep your ego under check during any conflict. Avoid overconfidence in legal or any competitive situations. Aquarius, romance or joy in being artistic and creative self expression can be your goal with Jupiter in Gemini. You may feel more adventurous, creative, or ready to take any emotional risk. Just don't forget long term planning or wise choices in love and even in your spending. Don't be unrealistic in your expectation from your stock market, trades, your children, and also your students. The fifth aspect on Libra, the ninth house, enhances spiritual growth and academic fortune. The seventh aspect on Sagittarius, that is your 11th house, fully activated by Saturn, also brings fulfillment of your wishes. Some solid, strong, and stable friendships and recognition in the society. The ninth aspect on your own sign, Aquarius, enhances self expression, innovation, and long term planning. You can learn new skills, chant mantras, and trust your intelligence for better results. This is a fertile time for you to make some new beginnings, especially if you balance joy with maturity. Saturn in Pisces will help you to bring maturity in your self worth and in your financial habits. Pisces, Jupiter here improves your home comfort, family roots, real estates, vehicles, and bring emotional healing. You may feel more drawn to your heritage or long to deepen your bonds at home with family. But you may also avoid responsibilities in the outer world, in your workspace, or neglect your domestic responsibilities or rely too much on your luck. The fifth aspect on Libra, your eighth house, encourages exploration of hidden knowledge and occult like astrology. The seventh aspect on Sagittarius, that is your 10th house, strongly activated by Saturn, will bring changes in your career, possibly some promotion, leadership role, or complete change of role. The ninth aspect on Aquarius, 12th house, supports spiritual pursuits and meaningful solitude, isolation. Growth will be strongest when you combine home comfort with your work goals and with responsibility. It is best to focus on grounding your energy. Avoid emotional over attachment or laziness at home. Saturn in your own sign makes you to take life seriously. Your career growth may come slowly but steadily for sure. That was all about the impact of Jupiter in Gemini. And to summarize, Jupiter in Gemini is like a wise professor walking into a chaotic classroom. Jupiter here is in a happy go lucky mood. It doesn't yell, it teaches. It stabilizes not by stopping the movement, but by giving it a right direction. It doesn't halt any technological advancement, it gives direction with ethics. It doesn't resist diversity of opinion, it harmonizes through clarity. This transit may not end all your problems, all your challenges, or get the world in peace, but it could provoke our ability to think, speak, and solve collectively, all together. That was all about this significant transit of Jupiter in Gemini. I hope this was helpful. Best wishes to everyone. Thank you for your time. Do share your feedback and stay tuned for more updates. Thank you.